Hello， 大家好，我哋 Gameplay HK， 我哋繼續玩霍格華茲的傳承。今集又換咗新衫啊！今次咧我就唔着長袍，用咗件斗篷，就係呢件傳奇披風。而套衫咧就係黑魔法裝扮。其實啲花紋咧暗地裏好似有啲骷髏骨頭咁樣噶。咁我盡量每一集都轉一轉裝啦嚇，俾啲新鮮感大家。同埋咧，中意呢個系列記住 like share 埋俾朋友睇，一齊支持我玩到爆機。做主線前咧做少少副任啦，好靚女嘅教授就叫我用啲植物去攻擊敵人，試一試。跟住咧，夏普教授就都需要我哋用啲魔藥去攻擊敵人嘅。首先買個魔蘋果。
Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far.
另外獨觸手，嗱啲魔藥咧就話都幾貴下。
A wise decision. Thank you.
跟住仲要買埋隱形魔藥，要出去揾啲嘢打啦。我已經準備好魔蘋果噶啦。哇！大叫，嚇死晒蜘蛛仔。誒，有位犧牲者喺度嘅。嗱，而家我哋轉第二樣嘢玩法先。獨觸手，有敵人啦！
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near crackpots.
Assignment's all finished.
跟住隱形，其實呢招同我哋咒語係咪其實都一樣效果咧？哇！呢個正成個炮台咁啊！佢見到啦嗱，轉埋個雷啊！哇！咁正啊呢招，過嚟！哇，好好用喎，好勁，唔使自己打。果然咁貴嘅藥水咧，真係有用啊！睇下，一次過做晒兩位教授嘅作業，我哋就可以返學校咧去上佢哋個課堂。教授，我哋又見面啦！好似好驚咁樣。收割成功，跟住就可以再揾一揾教授啦。搞掂晒啦，俾我做嗰啲嘢。不過我唔介意留堂啊。
I've completed my assignment, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort. 多咗呢一個，可以移動物件，應該咧就係日後解謎好有用嘅。 Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium.
Professor Garlic, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
平時教呢一科都係婆婆，點解你咁後生會教呢一科嘅？
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared. really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvelous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor.
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
真係經常有笑料啊
A fair bit of bad luck there, I'd say.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
都唔使講前任教授啲嘢啦。其實頭先用啲植物打敵人又真係幾好用喎。
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees.
完成任務。
Wingardium Leviosa.
You're a natural.
喂，收埋啲嘢，終極魔藥，呢度都有傷喎。
Wingardium Leviosa.
哇，好似唔使買啦，之前勁方便而家咁樣。嗱，我哋再去其他課堂先。到你啦，夏普教授。
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention.
Diffindo.
Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom, for your sake and that of everyone else.
Defender.
哇，型啊呢招！
Defender. Expelliarmus. Accio. Levioso.
Continuing to practice.
嗱，另外蘇蘇天賦方面咧，我暫時學咗6個，就剩翻啲碟咧，遲啲睇下有新咒語咧，會唔會用喺新嘅地方？咁首先咧，我就加強咗拉維亞薩，跟住都加強咗爆炸，就可以令啲招咧打到多人。另外核心方面咧，我就學咗呢個古代魔法頭擲專精啊，用佢嘅武器走打甩敵人嘅武器之後咧，再用呢一招就可以用翻佢嘅武器打佢。基礎施法精通，用咗咒語之後，再用普攻嘅話咧，就可以加快 CD 時間。跟住我覺得隻 game 都有唔少潛行玩法，咁所以咧 upgrade 下啲技能咧，可以令到敵人冇咁容易揾到我哋。再加上就潛行嗰陣可以跑啊，可以接主線啦。同費格教授匯報翻。
How would you like to learn the knockback jinx Flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
哎呀，啱啱先記完，佢有 message 我啦。兒女私情擺埋一邊，做翻個主線先。呢度係重要，因為我哋終於揾到嗰兩頁紙，唔知係教授佢點睇。
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away.
呢個唔係重點。
Nearly Headless Nick asked me to get some rotten roast beef from the kitchens.
Rotten roast beef?
Yes, I thought it was odd too. But then we took the roast beef to Sir Podmore of the Headless Hunt, and...
You met the Headless Hunt? That must have been interesting, to say
Yes.
the...
And then I had to find Richard Jackdaw's head in the pumpkins so that he'd tell me about how he died.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
咦？我哋要帶佢落去喎。
The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves.
就喺前面嘅咋，費格教授跟唔跟到啊？
To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent.
睇下以前啲偉大巫師出唔出嚟先。
If only you were here to see this.
嚟啦嚟啦！
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
如果我揀呢個，佢會唔會再講多次呢？ 等大家可以重溫翻。
I do recall seeing the memory, but I don't remember all of the details.
My friend Charles and I spoke of the portkey and of trials we'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it
喂，我件
yourself.
袍，簡直係陌生到嚇親啊！頭先
I don't think I have. Perhaps your young friend is not as well traveled as you think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
而咁應該要起行嘅啦噃。
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
望一望個地圖先。首先第一個，回又升 level 咯喎。第一個試煉點就係呢個塔，最近嘅傳送點就係之前傑多嗰個陵墓。飛過去先。哇！而家夜媽媽呢個咁陰險嘅地方，如果飛高啲咧，嗱座塔就喺前面啫喎，已經望到噶啦。下邊有啲紅色箭嘴，真係有怪打嘅。咁但係啲禁忌森林，我諗咧，我哋都係飛過去，暫時好似感覺上得安全啲。今集講到明係試煉啦，應該啲打鬥場面係緊張翻㗎啦嚇。咁呢個系列咧就都係咁樣玩法啦，得閒做下啲副任，得閒咧就做翻啲緊張嘅主線俾大家睇。有冇留言問咧會拍幾多集啊？其實我真係唔知。講真，今集入咗呢座塔先算啦，有排玩啊！話晒做偉大巫師喎，係咪啊？發現個骷髏粉嘅傳送點。
You can't imagine how
哇，同埋可以收集草靈蟲。OK， 開始。
Over here.
教授， 我喺度瞓咗一晚㗎啦，好似有少少鼻水添啊！唔知係咪冇冚被咧？個斗篷又唔夠大。
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Ranrock 班友嚟咗。
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm
幻
here.
滅係要用。
No sense in announcing our
等陣
arrival.
啊。咁樣先。
But if you don't fill up so much, you can actually go further. It's true.
好近㗎咯
Here, big man.
Quickly now.
可以用整石化。哦，潛行攻擊嚟㗎呢個係。
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Petrificus Totalis.
哇，仲可以偷佢啲嘢。
Well done.
教授都讚我偷嘢偷得好，無師大道。
Suit me sitting around all day. Mind you, suppose it could get a bit boring.
整呢個先。
There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
呢邊分開咗，啱晒。
Petrificus Totalis.
Something here. Ramrock
勁方便
said so.。
如果真係打佢哋，真係有排搞。仲有4隻。1。
There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
呢個喺度欣賞風景。你老細請你翻嚟睇嘢㗎？2個喎。
Petrificus Totalis.
What was that?
我哋要調查妖精嘅存在。 呢啲簡直係小朋友嘅碌架床啊！喂，我兩個仔睇到肯定好開心，細細鋪。不如咁啦，我教你啲咒語，等你可以穿牆啊，使唔使啊？參觀完佢哋嘅睡房，跟住呢邊咧就係佢哋嘅廚房，而另外開會嘅地方就喺呢一度。 有信有信有信。
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
搜索高塔同埋周圍區域啊，揾到個嘢咧就可能成為關鍵，幫助妖精喺呢個世界應有嘅地位。以為嚟料啦
I will draw blood.
喎，黃色嘅。
You explain the stench.
哎呀，打喺後邊嗰隻喂。 用翻個好嘅位置，
Kill spells glass.
搞掂。呢個紅色嘅，
Let's get this over with.
隔離
Accio.
KO。
Many goblins have always been antagonistic towards wizard kind, but this is different somehow.
嗱，好彩有費格教授幫手啫。
I'm glad that's over.
頭先咧去武器走唔記得咗掉翻把武器，一陣間如果要打再掉過。
Looks like we found the entrance.
呢隻門一睇就知，大佬。
It's locked.
哎呀，頭先借咗水入去呢個地方㗎，但而家唔見佢。
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
我喺度望清楚先，
Revelio.
真係有啲嘢喎。
Someone was an avid reader. Can't say I'm familiar with many of these titles.
啊，有個箱添，係咁攞錢。咁樣嘅話就要爬塔啦。
Revelio.
I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last this long.
個時點好奇怪，呢隻 game 個時點就係有啲問題。OK， 得。
Welcome to Sambakar's Tower.
做乜係咁喺度執錢嘅？我要，仲有冇其他啲重要嘢執㗎？哎，有個鎖喎，即係遲啲要過嚟再玩過嘅。
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sambakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber.
Whoa.
A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs, near the entry.
要落翻樓下喎。
Revelio.
仲喺度啊條友。OK。就咁搭落去咯。好迷幻㗎，紅波波咁樣啊！
This looks intriguing. Revelio.
好啦，又係試練嘅地方。
I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio.
可能都係打嗰啲儲屍盤保衞者啊，唔知係咪啦？嗰啲石像。咁同埋咧，其實阿費格教授一直咧都係靠我哋去解開呢個謎團。我有少少擔心，行呢邊先。我有少少擔心佢係利用緊我哋咯。 上面已經
That must have done something.
整咗條路。
Best have a look around. 未識別嘅嘢，要翻去
萬應室嗰度 check check。啱晒，今集做副任用咗好多錢，而家補翻少少。正常翻啦個畫面。喂，唔係，又唔正常，突然間。睇下先，有石像，係咪要打咧
Revelio.
有個箱喺前面，但係仲未要打啊！黑色皮革手套，不如轉一轉啲裝先，升一升。啱啱攞呢個就攻擊力31，但係之前嗰啲仲勁。又嚟啦
More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
行咗咁耐都冇嘢打，前面要打咯，睇嚟。呢個你仲唔係要打？
These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time.
3隻，我
Expelliarmus!
武器走，掉，
Accio! Defender!
要彈過嚟，
Expelliarmus!
俾你，
Accio! Levioso! Defender!
哇，贏啊！咁就係咁打，想掉嘢俾我，
Accio!
過嚟啦，唔使客氣喎，
Levioso! Expelliarmus!
搞掂。
Revelio!
咦喂，呢度又有個睇先，我諗呢邊有啲着數。
What have the keepers planned for me?
我等一等先，佢有機會會消失㗎。上次 fit 過一次，我諗得啦。喂，又嚟，真係又嚟，點啊？翻去先，喂，佢震下啫，原來。偉大巫師都有撤退嘅時候嘅。搞錯，咁驚險，貴族裝扮個屬性低啲。睇嚟係要撳喎，我中意玩呢啲啊。
These look familiar. Accio!
勾翻過嚟呢邊啦。Yes。喂，有個箱啦，已經。
Accio!
呢邊都有個箱，咁我就開晒啲箱嘅先。
Accio!
哇，36蚊咋？
What did that
睇下呢
burst
個
of magic do?
呢個地方
Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway.
誒，好神奇啊！有個勇氣斗篷，試下裝先。唔得喎，佢遮咗我成套衫喎，即係我又要咧傳奇披風咁樣，呢個轉翻個 skin。
Accio，
喂，你估跳唔跳到過去啊？得。
More statues.
更多雕像。哎呀，已經喺隔離咋。
Expelliarmus.
俾你。
Defender. Levioso. Accio.
哇！
Expelliarmus.
掉，仲有嘢掉。
Levioso. Accio.
想彈，佢想彈走，但係我打停咗佢。
Not making this easy on me.
都係要解謎嘅。呢個嘢喺上面，我應該係要落咗樓下，再去對面。咁恐怖嘅咩事啊？
Accio.
拉佢過嚟先。
I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient.
喂，呢度啊，哇喺空中喎。咁如果要去對面，呢條橋係通去有個窿咁樣噶嘛？我落嚟先。但係佢呢度冇浮板嘅喎呢邊。咁我上翻嚟，原來發現咧係需要，應該係需要過呢個嘢。OK 嗱，唔同咗啊！
Accio.
上面可以攞埋個箱，輕便睡衣，屬性仲要高啲喎。喺個款咧就需要俾翻條橋佢啦。
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
喂！
Accio.
正。
I'll never get used to these floors.
呢度應該要打係嘛？有，喐！
Expelliarmus.
嚟嗰隻又醒埋，靜一陣先，咁樣。
Expelliarmus.
集中打隻大，細嘅留翻。
Defender. Expelliarmus.
俾我，掉喺後邊都有嘅。
Accio.
打一堆細啦，嗱細都幾多下嘅。
Expelliarmus. Accio.
哇，好輕鬆啊！
Defender.
勁咗好多，而家我哋。
Levioso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Expelliarmus.
呢個應該 last 啦。
Accio. Defender.
哦，犀利！真係好彩有做副任，呢隻 game 唔好衝主線啊！講真。
Accio.
淨係去到中間呢個位嘅啫喎。呢個卡住咗。
Accio.
呢邊仲有勾嘅喂，但係我哋主要就去呢邊先。俾2支回神魔藥我哋啊，應該有 boss 打。哇！似乎喺嗰邊，俾到5支，前後7支。咁我想換翻頭先咧，咪拎到件即係屬性高啲嘅嗰件衫嘅，着睡衣。我哋唯有即係轉 skin 啦。睇下先，呢個傳奇護甲裝飾都靚喎。OK， 我想用呢套，點啊？大家覺得？定係真係想我着睡衣去打呢？如果真係想嘅，下次試練啦。嗱，決鬥場地一定喺度啦，圓形困獸鬥咁樣。老規矩。K 嗰隻，第2隻。你啊，你咁樣啦，嗱，俾足面噶啦，跟住一堆，哇，一堆細。佢冇嘢走。得翻一隻就 easy 啦 ，yes， 係啦，大嘢嚟啦，擊敗守衛，哇，做咗個決鬥技巧睇下先，跟住要摧毀，哇，有時啊，要摧毀個球體，充能。係咪呢個 ？OK，做到個技巧，送多次俾你。都幾攰下，狂撳 R 鍵，唔知會唔會有轉色啊？你一定見到黃色啫。我唔夠咧，咁就要住，得黃色。哇，好奸啊！好奸，好彩有嘢掉啫。好密啊！佢而家。喂，未先啲完啊，仲冇嘢掉，有冇嘢掉？哇，碌唔走啊喂！補翻啲先，唔怪之飛咁多支我哋。快啲解決佢！我想再揾下有冇嘢掟。背脊有得，企喺隔離，差唔多死喎大刀！拜拜！啲戰鬥開始好玩啲啊，正！
What a relief！
不過其實咧，因為有個天賦啊，嗱，而家我淨係可以裝備4種魔法噶嘛，但係有種天賦咧， 核心，咁係可以開多4組出嚟，甚至仲有個第二個 level 開多額外再多4組，要撳住 R 二再撳十字掣嘅，咁就可以快啲切換啲咒語咧，破解頭先個招。但係黃色嘅咒語我暫時得一個咋，頭先應該係咧要揾多啲即係地形嘅物件掉佢先得。好行啦 ，OK。哇！哇！睇先嗱，前面係已經有個箱嘅，周圍就得一個啫，應該。
Another pensive.
有多頂帽。應該係練習緊啲古代魔法，好厲害啊！成支柱飛咗出嚟。
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take.
嗱，而家情況就係當你有能力，好似佢咁啦，可以操控啲咁強大嘅咒語，就想解決好多事情，但係往往咧都未必咁圓滿。
Every year a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
一轉間已經變成教授。
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here.
翻去 way out 咋？其實已經喺度有一個啦。
More crystallized stone. That must be.
快得滯，佢未講完嘢，打斷咗。已經去到地圖密室啦，好靚咯，我覺得。盧克伍教授啊
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor. Rookwood.
會唔會喺主師盤見過呢？其實 佢仲要係聖羅克五嘅。
You look familiar, sir.
I imagine you saw me in the first pensive you accessed, in Gringotts. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
That there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the pensive.
Before the witch from the last pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
費格就即係話做主線之餘，不忘要做副任。唔好意思，漏咗360度咁滯。點呢？陸克伍教授
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
受得好長輩。揾下秋天咯喎！估唔到我呢件衫喺鋪床度有啲問題啊 ！OK， 完成第一個試練，咁就玩到嚟呢度啦。都係嗰句，大家記得支持我玩到爆機 ，like 同埋 share 啦 ，thank you， 拜拜。